I do my best, but my best wasn't good enough.
Well, the big one was Manny. Manny was the one that everybody was always accusing. And Manny is the first. I mean, Manny went up 8 weight classes.
Yeah.
And kept his knockout power.
He's fighting as a little boy and then just was like...
Crazy. I mean, and kept the knockout power.
True.
And most people thought that Manny was on PEDs.
Correct.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I wanna be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view. Me.
My job, I know my job, I know my situation. I know I'm fine. That's my food. Check it, you know. Fight is gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, Boxing Voice family. Good morning, another glorious morning. It is Tuesday, so don't forget to join us on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice for a Film Study Tuesday. Damn, almost sound like I was on the toilet there. Film study. Well, we're going to be studying hard because Mike continues to give Jeff Horn a 5-star rating for his win over Manny Pacquiao. So we're going to go back and rewatch it, rescore it, and see just how much credit should Jeff Horn receive. But today, we're here for sadder reasons. We're here because the critics won't allow a man to be great. They won't allow a man to eat clean, to find God, to refocus, to be at the top of his division without bringing in the doubt, without the accusations of performance-enhancing drugs. According to the critics, Manny Pacquiao is on PEDs, and his recent win proves that. This is what we're going to be discussing. Plenty of articles and sound bites out there. Paulie Malignaggi still does not believe that Pacquiao is clean. We'll give you the details as to what Thurman thought. But this is our subject for this morning. If you're interested, hit that thumbs up button. If you're joining us, hit that thumbs up button. Future, present, past, it just doesn't matter. You want to help the Boxing Voice grow? We'll bookmark our Amazon link over at ThaBoxingVoice.com/affiliate sponsors. Use that whenever you do any shopping. It won't cost you any extra at all, but TBV will get a kickback, which means we could send Daniel Alvarez out to more fights. He's going to be covering the Gervonta Davis fresh off the Thurman Pacquiao in Vegas. Hashtag we working. Let me go out to my co-host in Indiana.
Dazn Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out for 47.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one. And, I don't know what Nick got going on. It's a lot to cover. First off, I don't think I actually gave Jeff Horn a 5-star rating on his fight with Manny Pacquiao, but we'll get into that today, and we'll break that down around 5 o'clock on Film Study Tuesday. Also, Manny Pacquiao, is it about letting somebody be great? Is it about letting somebody enjoy their victory? Or is it about people taking the responsibility and explaining why we didn't have VADA testing and explaining why there wasn't any strenuous testing in this fight? Now, there are a lot of people out there that think Manny Pacquiao could be using. A lot of people out there that think that he's not using. So we'll break it down and we'll get into it and we'll try to discover what really is going on. What's up, Ness?
What's up, man? Obviously, a quick Google search will bring up countless years of PED accusations surrounding the Senator Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, who recently became the WBA super champion in the welterweight division. Now, this article, I found it on the International Business Times. I'm assuming that's in a different outlet. Not sure, but nonetheless, controversial enough to wake us up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, obviously the title is Manny Pacquiao's recent win proves that he's using performance enhancement drugs according to his critics. The author is Cesar Soto. So sounds like it could be Spanish. You know, never know. I mean, my last name being Gibbs, and who the hell would think I was Latin, right? But I'm going to go ahead and screen share this. Mike, did you have an opportunity to read it? Do you want to say anything before we show the public the article?
Trying to pull it up on my computer so I can go along with you.
No doubty. Let's get
What's the
there.
website called again?
The link is in the production chat. It's the ibtimes.com, International Business Times. So I'm screen sharing now with the public the article, and I'll zoom in a bit and maybe slide that over, and now you should be super duper good, right? So Manny Pacquiao just turned the clock after an impressive performance against the undefeated welterweight champ, Keith Thurman, at the MGM Grand. Now, this we all know. Obviously, he got a split decision, all good. But this is where it starts to get interesting, right? Because we know he got an impressive win. We know he's an 8 division world champion. But there's been decades of old issues that hound the Filipino icon for years. Performance enhancement drug. Now, before the fight, me and Mike said, hey, man, look, this is on him to, I don't know, maybe get some sunlight to push these dark clouds away by signing up to VADA 365 days. Now, I'll say this for the doubters. I'll come right out and say it. The Thurman fight did have VADA, Mike, and I'll prove that in another article on boxingscene.com, which I'll also screen share. The only issue with the VADA testing for the Thurman Manny Pacquiao fight was that it wasn't the entire 8 weeks. It was the last 4 weeks. We'll get into that. But I think the biggest issue is how good he looked. I mean, if you listen to, what's that show with your boy Skip Bayless and Mr.
Undisputed.
Sharp? If you listen to Undisputed either yesterday or today, I want to believe it's today's episode, Skip Bayless is like, yo, he turned back the clock. He didn't even look 40. He looked 10 years younger. I never seen him hit this hard, be this explosive. Floyd, I dare you. I dare you to fight this Manny. Then you got Rogan saying he can't believe this guy could jump up. You got another professional fighter in Malignaggi, still saying what he's been saying. And obviously, Pacquiao has had numerous attempts, I want to believe, to prove his innocence. I mean, he's done, like I said, for this fight, there was VADA, you know. Nevada also did random drug testing, according to the article that we'll read moving forward. But this is where it gets interesting. When the professionals come out, right? And Manny has a number of P.E.D accusers, but Teddy Atlas on that platform, on ESPN, it has me scratching my head. I mean, is this Atlas being Atlas, right? We known him to be very vocal, live on air always, you know? So much so that they kind of took him away from blow-by-blow commentating because of it. But is this Atlas at his finest, or is he getting the nudge from maybe Top Rank, who doesn't quite have the best relationship with Manny and is quite invested in the welterweight division? Is this a smear campaign by Atlas, who should know better? Right? Or is he within his right to have his opinion and be vocal with it on his verified Twitter? He says, hey, okay, you got me. Manny did not look like a Mustang last night. He was a Ferrari. My question is, what kind of gas was he using? Question mark. Hashtag Pacquiao Thurman. I don't want to assume, Mike. What do you think Atlas meant by that?
I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. He's saying that, damn man, Manny looked better than I expected. He looked better than a Mustang. He looked like he's a high-performance car, a Ferrari. And when it comes down to Ferrari, I mean, we already know what kind of gas go in them kind of cars, right? It ain't no motherfucking unleaded. It ain't no 87. I'm thinking it's that premium gas. So I think that's what he meant by that. But Teddy Atlas, man, I don't think he's doing it for ESPN. I don't think he's doing it for show. I don't think he's doing it for Top Rank. I think he's doing it because he feels like that. I mean, I watched Teddy Atlas' little podcast, a clip from it the other week. He was going in on Deontay Wilder. I mean, unprovoking, on anything, but he was going in on Wilder. So it's not like Atlas is not the kind of guy to be overly outspoken. I mean, he is. And if he sees something that he doesn't agree with, he's going to come out and call the kettle black if the kettle is black. And Manny Pacquiao, like he said, I mean, we heard that clip from Joe Rogan, 8 divisions and still keep his power. A lot of guys have been out there insinuating. Floyd Mayweather was one of those guys. I mean, a lot of guys been insinuating that Pacquiao could be doing something wrong. Paul Maldonado always says that 90% of the sport is cheating, and if you're not cheating, then you're doing something wrong. You're stupid because everybody else is cheating. So I'm just going off what Paulie says. But yeah, man, it's 4 weeks of VADA. I hear you. I don't know where that came from. If they just tried to throw that in at the very last minute. I read a Boxing Scene article said that there were no VADA included in this bout. Maybe they came back and
they came back. I found an article this morning, dated back as far as 6 days ago, that Thurman gives details as to VADA coming in. Let me just finish up here before we go to that article, because the author chose to get some funny tweet replies to Atlas. So he says, however, many were quick to defend the fighting senator. A Twitter user replied to Atlas' tweet and said that when a 40-year-old beats a young champion, he had to be cheating, ? Another added that the boxing personality has always been critical of Pacquiao, and he's salty after his lame-ass firefighter speech didn't work. And for those that don't know, that firefighter speech is with Timothy Bradley.
And honestly, you can't say Teddy Atlas was always critical of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is the reason Teddy Atlas is not doing blow anymore. Teddy Atlas came out on live national TV and to Jeff Horn's face, told him he didn't win that fight, told him he thought Manny Pacquiao won, and really not went in on him, but gave him some constructive criticism. And I think ESPN wasn't happy with that. So Atlas was defending Manny Pacquiao when they made him take a step back.
The author goes on to say that in all fairness to Manny, there hasn't been any proof that he's been juicing. In 2012, a federal judge ordered Floyd Mayweather Jr. to pay over $114,000 for avoiding inquest for Manny Pacquiao's lawyer after he accused the Filipino of P.E.D. use. So he's never tested positive. I mean, it's just he continues to look good. People are crediting it to his work ethic. I watched the Mayweather Boxing Club. Shout out to the Mayweather Boxing Club. Jeff ain't shit. He says, the title said Omar Figueroa's sister steals the show. So I thought I was the only perv in the room. I mean, at least I didn't go to the weigh-in with a camera and zoom in on her catsuit. Mayweather Boxing Club got the big balls out there. Shout out to them. They got that video up. You can check it out. It's titled How I Said. But they also have like a Manny Pacquiao post-fight, video where they ask numerous pundits, fighters, amateurs, everything. Title everyone. They give everyone their credit and their name. And, there's questions. Same questions that we're having here. And then there's a lot of fighters there who just accredit his performance to his phenomenal shape. Similar to those very same fighters in that very same gym when it's Floyd Mayweather's time to come out and show what he got. They speak of Floyd in the same, way because he trains like an animal. And listen, Floyd's 2 years older than Manny, right? He'll be 43 if they ever make this fight in 2020 when Pacquiao is suggested to be coming back. I know this isn't that show, and we got another article to go to, but I'll say I think Pacquiao can entice Floyd to get out of retirement with an Earl Spence, Sean Porter winner win, because then there'll be someone willing to pay that $250,000. If Pacquiao got on that height again, and it's like, he beat the monster, the monster, then there'll be that doubt. Can Floyd beat him? Was that shoulder injury? So then the money, will be just. I think someone will kick it out, I mean,
That's
Showtime
big risk,
especially.
though. That's a
Showtime
big
especially.
risk.
What happened?
It's a big risk, though.
It is. But, there's quotes from Freddie Roach who say, look, if they are offered the Earl Spence fight, they're going to have to think of it. Would he say no to it? No, he wouldn't say no. So it's all about money. Pacquiao got a guaranteed $10 million for this fight. When it's all said and done, he'll get 20 with the pay-per-views. Is what the
I probably said like around 40 or something with the pay-per-views.
I mean, the article I read on Forbes says with pay-per-views, and obviously that's that author's opinion. The only thing that he knows is the guarantee. I'm assuming maybe he's got inside info, and that's why he's reporting 20. Where did you hear 40? The point is that 20, 40, that ain't Floyd. Floyd ain't coming out the house for that. He ain't coming out to a 12-round fight. Like Floyd got touched up in the Conor fight. Fans of Floyd like myself will say he fought that way to get the knockout. He knew Conor ain't a boxer, so being touched by Conor, who gives a fuck? But the detractors, the doubters, they'll say he was old. And if a Conor could touch him, what could a Manny that just came off of this Thurman win do?
Yeah, I know that's what a lot of people are going to say, but at the end of the day, I think that fight with Floyd would be, it won't have this cloud over it, in my opinion. I think Floyd is clear number one A side, and whatever drug testing he wants, they will be doing from the jump, not 4 weeks out, not 2 weeks out, not the Nevada state doing whatever they doing. We won't have these questions, but the reason why we have these questions is because when this fight was first announced, it wasn't announced with VADA. Up until I guess 6 days ago, we didn't know anything about the VADA or the VADA testing that they just put in. So that's why a lot of people and a lot of fighters and maybe a lot of pundits are having problems with seeing what they saw Saturday night and contributing that to a 40-year-old man who didn't necessarily look like that in his last couple fights. Maybe he was more motivated. Maybe that's the case. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm with Teddy, but I do have reservations about what kind of gas he was using.
So, according to Keith Idek on Boxing Scene, and the article is titled Thurman, P.E.D. testing for Pacquiao fight was never a big issue. It says Keith Thurman is completely comfortable with the amount of performance enhancement drug testing that has been done leading up to his fight with Manny Pacquiao on Saturday night. The testing administered by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association didn't begin until Pacquiao and Thurman were well into their training camps for their WBA welterweight title fight Saturday night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Thurman told Boxing Scene on Tuesday that he would have welcomed comprehensive testing sooner than it began for his fight, but he isn't suspicious as to why that didn't happen. And I quote, "It was never a big issue. Thurman said following their grand arrivals at the MGM Grand. They came into camp. There was some drug testing. It doesn't bother me. However, they coordinated. I accept it. I'm a world champion. I always box clean, fight clean, test clean. I'm very proud of that. I'm not worried about Manny Pacquiao at the age of 40. We've been on his Instagram. We've watched his performances. We've seen everything. He doesn't look 15 years younger, even though Skip believes he looks 10 years younger. I believe that he's a professional athlete that is true to the sport. There will be testing before and after the fight, just like every other world-class boxing event. It's just not a thing to worry about. Thurman didn't specify how many times VADA tested him for the Pacquiao fight. The 30-year-old Thurman previously stated that Pacquiao and other opponents could take whatever the fuck they want, and it still wouldn't help the 40-year-old Filipino legend or anyone else beat him. The Clearwater, Florida native, nonchalant regarding testing in general, created curiosity among those concerned about the PED epidemic in boxing, as did a lack of detail as to why VADA testing didn't begin earlier for this 12-round, 147-pound matchup. So, as reported by Boxing Scene, Jake Donovan, random VADA testing for Pacquiao Thurman fight and bouts on its undercard didn't begin until late last month. So, there you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to see when was the fight announced officially. I know both guys fought in January. Just trying to see when was the fight announced officially, because if that tells me, I can see how many weeks or months they had going into the fight. And in the last 4 weeks,
It's probably less than 4 weeks, because he said it didn't begin till last month. So
I'm just gonna give them I'm gonna give them a broad spectrum. Last 4 weeks is at the end of the day, what's been done has been done. If the fighters had 3 months to prepare or 4 months to prepare, I don't know how much 4 weeks of testing or how much they can really test or catch people within that frame time if they've been training for 2-3 months already. So, look, man, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a fucking doping expert. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on, but I do know that one guy looked like he was way younger than the other guy and he had more energy, and the older guy, in my opinion, looked like the fresher guy, looked like the guy who had a little more pop in his step.
Did anyone question George Foreman when he won a world title over the age of 40, or what about Bernard when he won a title over the age of 40? I don't get it.
I think when it comes to like George Foreman, motherfuckers has been knowing George was cracking like that. Like, it wasn't never but
didn't we know Pacquiao been cracking too? He been cracking all the welterweights for a long time now.
Moving up to but George and then they had to move up, and there were always that scary shit with George and Ali. Like, everybody thought that fight with Ali, like, George was gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like, George was gonna fuck around and like end his career. So with George, I think motherfuckers just knew George had that unbelievable kind of strength. But Bernard, like I told you last week, Bernard didn't drink, don't eat sugar, don't smoke, don't. I think he's vegan too, so Bernard had a lot of shit going on for him but just by saying that kind of lifestyle, it'd be kind of hard for me to imagine Bernard putting something in his body, but I could be wrong. The only reason, like I said, the only reason we have this doubt about Pacquiao is that 8 divisions, you know what I'm saying, started at a smaller weight, and his power has translated all the way up. Maybe he's just a freak of nature, like some athletes, or maybe there's something else to the story.
Yeah, for all the disgruntled listeners in the chat, this is not our article. We're simply reporting on it. We read it with you together. We screen shared it. No need to get so upset, Pacquiao fans. It's okay. We're discussing it. As we spoke in the article, Pacquiao has never tested positive.
What they mad about?
Oh, read
the Pacquiao fan.
Read the comments.
I mean, if your guy's never done anything, you shouldn't be mad, right? We just reported on a story that a lot of people out here have reservations about what he's doing. Now, if Pacquiao came out and said, "Hey, we got Vada all 16 weeks I'm in camp," then we wouldn't have nothing to say. But he waited to the last minute. I mean, he is the A side in this fight, so I am gonna say he waited to the last minute because if he wanted it to be 16 weeks, it would have been 16 weeks. So he's leaving us room to question. He's leaving us room for doubt. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not like we're just pulling it out of thin air. It's not like other guys in the past, like a Joe Rogan, like a Floyd Mayweather, haven't brought this up before. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you read the chat, I mean, they're just questioning. It's like, what happened to the shoulder injury? Full recovery, no lingering effects, good as new. I mean, look, the last one from Brock, he's like, oh, I agree, Pac beat Horn, but was he the same fighter? You know, I don't know. They say I'm reaching comparing Pacquiao to Hopkins and Foreman. I mean,
Yeah, I would say you were too, brother.
why?
You
They're
agree
all
with you.
40-year-old legends, bro. They're all first
Yeah,
ballot
but
Hall of
it's
Famers. They've
different.
all accomplished super things throughout their career. What's wrong in the comparison?
Different though, bro. Like George, like you look at George and motherfucker. You tell George wasn't taking no PED. That motherfucker had a belly. Motherfucker was big and
Yeah, but
brolic.
that's
You know?
40-year-old George. I mean,
I'm being
young
real.
George was fucking. He was
Yeah,
he was
young
a
George was out
god.
here killing shit.
He
you know
was
what
a
I'm saying?
Zeus. His body looked like Zeus.
I just don't know how complex the drug cheating was back then. Cause them niggas weren't like they bodies weren't like tight or you know what I'm saying, like, but they had that loose them like the old man body kind of like Ali had the old man body. Foreman, even though he was younger, he wasn't just like muscles everywhere. He was a big buff dude. It wasn't like he was a ripped dude. He was a big buff dude. So with that, you know what I'm saying, I tend to try to stay away from like the old timers to say that they be cheating because a lot of motherfuckers come out to fucking woodwork with that shit. But it's kind of hard to say that they were because I don't know how complex the cheating was back then. Now it could have been very, very complex, but I'm just not astute enough to know about that. But looking at their bodies and just the fact that I know Bernard does not come, like, doesn't do any of that shit. Like, he doesn't even eat sugar and candy. Like, so for me to see Bernard putting something in his body, I don't know. Maybe, did Bernard ever have issues with that? I think he did, right?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna accuse Pacquiao for being old and performing at a high level, you got to accuse Bernard for being old and performing at a high level.
Yeah, Bernard was a motherfucker undisputed middleweight champion past 40, right?
No, in the 40s he was at 175 most of his career. 160 was when he was younger, like when he fought De La
Like
Hoya.
168, bruh.
What?
He wasn't like past 40 when he was like 168.
I mean, just check, bro. I mean, help me out here. I'm trying to find H Money's super chat so I can highlight it on the screen because he's got a challenge, and you know, I like to put everybody's super chat on screen out of respect. I need to contact these people and have them help me make this simpler because it's like an endless fucking scroll. Shout out Dr. Mofongo. What up? What up? What up? Mike, what's up with your like dead silence over here?
You was talking. You me talk over you?
Oh, like you always do, champ. Good morning.
I'm trying to get like my Max and Stephen A going on.
I know what it is, y'all. He nervous. He nervous. The clock is ticking. We got to go do that rewatch, rescore on Horn Pacquiao. And he know the cat's out the bag. You know what I'm saying? He knows the cat's out the bag.
Please, I'm not nervous at all.
You know
I would have the same thoughts I had when I was watching the fight. This might go towards Horn. But yeah, man. Bernard, I don't know how old he was. Let me see. Go down this motherfucker.
There we
Bernard
go.
Hopkins.
Found it. Super chat from H Money. Money challenge. TMG got the most money in TBV. NE $sign and Deontay Wilder take over UK. Brandon Maurice, Mr. PBC and Jordan Baker. Match me, bums. Yo, hilarious. Let me see. Going out the callers, Mike. All right, because I don't know what you looking for over there.
I'm just looking at Jermaine Bernard Hopkins to see how old he was when he fought Jermaine Taylor.
You got something for us?
Tarver, Kawasaki, Pavelit.
Talking into the mic would be good.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Thought you about to start playing the motherfucking intro.
I
don't
know
his age, man. I'm just looking.
I just threw it in there so we could get half done with it, you know?
Okay. Let's go ahead and get all the way done. Unless somebody call in. And man, look here. If you're pissed off about the title, if you're pissed off about the subject matter that we're talking about today, call in and voice your opinion. Support your motherfucking fighter, Manny Pacquiao. Let us know that he's not a cheater. Let us know that you believe that he is just turning back the hand of time the correct way. Let us know if you believe he found the fountain of youth. And if you really, but know what I'm saying, got some balls, go ahead and match H Money Challenge. Let's go.
Ooh.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to Mastermind Joseph Rodriguez. What up, Big Super Max? What's going on, champ? Good morning.
What up, Matt? What up, Mike? Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, sir.
Shout out to all my truck drivers out there. That's for you guys, all my truckers. Look, man, this PED thing is it's something that's gonna always follow Pacquiao's career. At the end of the day, he came up from 106 pounds and won a title all the way at junior middleweight. And when people started questioning the drug testing, he kind of slowed down. And then this fight being Nevada, we're not gonna use it as an excuse because Thurman said it didn't matter. But at the end of the day, that cloud's gonna always hang over this. To be 40 years old and looking like he's gotten faster. Because he looked like in his previous fights, he looked like he had slowed down, and then to come out and to start the fight the way he did, kind of one of those weird things, man. Although he did tend to slow up at the end of the fight, his age did show up. I think, honestly, I think that body shot is what really saved him the fight because I think Thurman was well on his way to winning it. But as far as PEDs and Pacquiao go, that's just a cloud that's always gonna hang over him, man. That's my call, brother.
All right. We got Boomeranger.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the burger.
Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And this, once again, I come through back to back like Kobe and Shaq. Super chats over $100. I'm looking for somebody to match me. I mean, H Money, TMG Promotions, we got the most money in the Boxing Voice. It's proof. With my brother Deej in the UK pulling up in BMW trucks and shit. H Money spending all type of cash, man. Real talk. Hey, yo, Ness, you and Deontay Wilder together in the UK. Let's make it happen. What's up with all the super chats? Nobody can respond to me. Everybody ducking me. Nobody want to challenge me. Nobody can match me. I'm the best ever, Ness. And there's nobody like me. I'm the only caller. Deontay Wilder mentioned by name. He said H Money this shit. And he fucking your bitch. Come on, Ness. This shit real, man. Hey, yo, let's do it. Manny Pacquiao. 8 division world champion, 9 world titles, beating undefeated champions in their prime, never been caught, never cheated, ever. Guilty and proven innocent, Ness. This is America. Manny Pacquiao, people hating on him. I don't understand it, Ness. All the pay-per-views with Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton. Come on now. Eric Morales. Marco Antonio Barrera, Shane Mosley on Showtime. He did it all. Manny Pacquiao did it all, man. Shout out to the Pac, man. We in here, Ness. Ness, tell them to match me, though, man. Get on their ass, Ness. Let's do it.
It's money to shit. Match him. You hear him? Match him. It's actually too late, man. I got like 2 days. That shit is out the window. Wild about to land in 2 days. Like I said, I'm returning everybody's dough because I'm pretty sure that whole flight is going to be out the window at this point in terms of the price. I'm sure that shit went up because now we're talking about like next day. But there's always next time, Wilder, man. Wilder said he was going to Brazil, right? Right? We could do Wilder in Brazil, man. We'll try again, man. Yeah. We'll send Mike with him this time. Mike will get more info, man. That Southern love and shit. They love Mike more than me over there, I'm telling you. What you was about to say?
I said, nah, they got you, big dog.
Look at him trying to be modest and shit.
Nah, for real.
We going out to Boomeranger in Texas.
JD?
Motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game to box, man. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54-pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
Damn, I ain't heard what JD thought about the fight all weekend.
He on vacation, that's why he out there chilling, posting pictures on his IG, man. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy you out there enjoying life, man. What country you in?
Bro, I was in Hawaii. I just got back like this morning.
Dope. I've been to Hawaii once. Nice out there.
Yo, I was watching the fight with Hawaiians. Like,
they was rooting for Pacquiao.
That bitch was. Oh man, that bitch was full Pacquiao. I was in that bitch like the only. I was the only Keith Thurman fan in that shit. I was like scared to get jumped and shit. But seriously though, listen. Oh wow. I got back this morning. The first thing I did was rewatch the fight. Right? And y'all gonna hate me. But I'm gonna say Keith Thurman won that motherfucker, man. Like, what the... Listen, what was I watching? I was watching Keith Thurman dominate. I don't even know.
You probably was feeling defensive. You just said it. You were around a bunch of Hawaiians, They were rooting for Pacquiao. And you felt alone, and you probably were over-assessing certain things that he was doing. It's hard to say Thurman won that fight. With the knockdown and the body shot, that round, hard to say.
90 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Given all that, right?
Think about it. Didn't he take the first 3 off?
I can't wait till y'all go rescore this fight.
After he got dropped in the first, then he got on his bike till like the 3rd or the 4th, B. So like he gave all that whole he came on in the second. Don't get me, but then his momentum was halted with the body shot. Like, pump them brakes. But I'm
60 seconds.
I even gave the first round a 10-9, even with the knockdown.
10-9?
Maybe
that's what I'm saying. You being a little biased because that knockdown was bigger than somehow Keith winning the first half. Like, it was a 4-punch combination. Then the fact that it was the same exact combination from 2009 that he caught Miguel Cotto with. Like, chill, B. Like, you devaluing what Pacquiao did.
Okay. Yo, I'm gonna have to request a rescore show because we're gonna have to do this round by round, and I guarantee that y'all gonna feel the same way.
10 seconds.
But
I would love to, man. I'm a Thurman fan. I would love to, but I just don't see it. But
Okay,
go ahead and
I'm
boomerang
listening
in,
with it.
man, because I know we went back and forth a lot, but that's why I gave you extra time. Let me go out to Lids Low, the new boomerang. Actually, new ringer. So you get to cut the line, Lids Low, courtesy of a Patreon that's been on Patreon forever. Shout out Baldy. Loves your calls. He's a ringer, so he would like you to now use his ringer status as he doesn't call. He just likes to support the show, make sure that Mike and I stick around here. So your calls from Dakota, Georgia have been upgraded.
Decatur, Georgia in the building. What's going on, homie?
Hey, that 100. Hey, whoever dog is, shout it. Shout
His
out to
name is
you,
Baldy.
100.
Baldy.
Baldy. Hey, man, 100, dog. Like, if you ever come to Georgia and you stop by Decatur, man, I got you. We smoking. It's wrong. Hey, I want to say, let's just pump brakes right quick, right? Now, all before the fight, and I ain't picking on nobody, but before the fight, everybody had this certain energy about they don't want to hear shit about such and such after the fight. So I'm here to say to the fans, shout it. If you think Thurman won, that's cool. You understand? Just go back, watch it again, keep watching it. Yeah, Thurman did outland him in punches. But when it came to winning the match, my nigga, Thurman lost, shout it. Fair and square. He even know it. Now, it's one thing if Thurman up there acting the clown like a Broner show, talking about he won the match. Then we could let's talk about it. Let's look at some things. But
I know I beat him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. It is what it is. But again, and it is no shade to Keith, shouted. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. God damn it, Keith Thurman lost. It is what it is. Like Ness say, it ain't the end of the world. Like Keith Thurman say, he'll be back on top. I don't know about that, but he will be back. You feel me? So, man, shout out Keith. Keep your head up to the Keith fans. Y'all keep y'all head up. Y'all know I'm Bud all day, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody. And one more time for what's his name? Baldy. Man, you 100, dog. I swear I'm gonna run into you, dog. I appreciate you.
The only criticism I got for Keith, man, quit all that lovey-dovey shit. I know you're first time in the locker room, but nigga, the co-main event was on, and you still like y'all was dancing to some shit, kissing, had your jeans on, like you want to even worry about.
Listen, man. You know what that's called, yo? That's why, yo, they never gonna beat Al, man. I'm so proud of Al, man. They never gonna beat him, bro. Dog, that's playing both sides of the fence, Mike. He opening up Thurman to a whole different demographic, showing him with his woman. You know, hopefully he gets those female fans. He's a young, handsome dude. What you talking about? Yo, that is fucking product placement.
Keith, make sure you're kissing your wife and hugging her, right?
No, but that's Fox. They know how to sell. They know how to get ratings. They know statistically what their viewers want. Well, come on, bro. They got analytics.
Man, I'm just saying, everybody who's seen that shit to me, in my opinion, has had my same sentiments.
Because you are a hardcore boxing fan.
Not even a hardcore. Like I watching Skip and Shannon. It was like Shannon was like, bruh,
that's the same thing.
You gotta fight, right?
Yo, that's the same thing. They no different than you and us. They there to criticize, but I'm talking about the people that saw it, the men that were watching it with their women. That's what that was for. The same way Jinky Pacquiao is always mentioned. Come on, man. Stop it. The hatred on Thurman is ridiculous.
The hatred, my nigga.
Ridiculous.
All I'm saying, bro, get focused for a fight, my nigga. You're fighting the guy. No, you ain't fighting your wife. You fighting the real.
Listen. If your knock is he wasn't focused, I agree with you, man. I felt cheated. I'm being real. I felt cheated when I seen them picture surface of this man with his hair not done, with the same shirt he got interviewed in, which that was facts. That showed me facts that he was out gambling. Like,
but at the same time, bro, it was 3 a.m. and he ain't fighting till 12 a.m.
You right. He could go to sleep. You right. He got plenty of time to get rest. He got plenty of time. But I ain't never seen Floyd do that. And that's what the fuck I'm saying, man. Like, this is what I keep saying. No, I don't want to hear that nervous shit.
His first pay-per-view,
I don't want to hear that nervous shit. Okay? We got Floyd as the blueprint. And if you don't like Floyd, you got Oscar. They ain't never done that. They ain't never done that. Why you out here doing that on the biggest night of your life? You hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings.
Maybe he thought he was more Mike Tyson than Floyd Mayweather.
Bruh, it's either that and he say, nah, that was from Thursday. And then I question him again. Why the fuck you got that shirt on 3 days in a row, motherfucker? Come on, man. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday you wearing that shit?
You ain't worried about the motherfucker, the fucking competitive shit. You worry about the damn shirt.
I'm just saying, because he could be like, yo, Ness, chill, bro. I went gambling Thursday when I got into town on my private jet. I had plenty of time. True, Keith, you right. But damn, champ, you came on a private jet with one shirt? Send that motherfucker back. Let's go to Clearwater and get the wardrobe. Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. You here for the entertainment. Let me go out to who we got. Fahim, talk to me.
Yo, what's up?
Peace. Well, yo, Mike, what's good, man? Nice to have you back, fam. It's all love. You know when I fuck with you, it's all love, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I fuck with you. You got thick ass skin. You got thick ass skin, and I love you for that, my nigga. For real, I love you for that. But I just wanna co-sign your sentiments. Yo, all that lovey-dovey shit minutes before you got to fight, that was some bullshit. I felt cheated too, man. Like, you talk all that shit, then you're gonna be gambling, then you're giving you giving all your aggressive energy up before a fight. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao was warming up, throwing punches. You lovey-dovey, all hugged up and kissing and shit. Man, nah, that wasn't what's up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you lost that motherfucking fight. And I want to say something too. I'm gonna criticize Keith. Now I'm going to give him his props. That nigga was about to quit, yo. When he quit that body shot, he was about to quit, but he didn't quit. He put the shit back in his mouth and he bit down. And you got to give him props on that. You could say, oh, yeah, he was about to, yeah, but that's the bravest point. When you're about to quit, everything in your mind is telling you, man, I got all this to lose. Fuck that. He put that shit back in his mouth and he bit down. And the fight was close as hell. And I'm with the sentiment of Ness. He was on his way to winning that fight until that body blow. When I seen that body blow, I was like, oh, man. But another thing, Mike, I'm going to tell you, you like to use the eye test for Crawford? Okay, use the eye test for Pacquiao. That motherfucker walked through 1,001 right hands and didn't even blink, man. He was on that shit, and y'all know it, and I'm out.
Damn, Mike. Use the eye
Hey,
test.
man,
He
like
put
I
you on the
said, bro,
spot,
like,
Mike.
it's some questions it's some questions that gotta be answered, bro. Like looking at Pacquiao and everything with the drug testing, like 4 weeks later, man, it's too much, bro. It's just too fucking much.
Yeah, man. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as we do a daily show. I need to stop saying 5 days a week because literally it is 7 days a week. I found my perfect partner in Mike.
Yes, it is 7 days a week.
It is 7 days.
We
We do Border Wars on Saturday at 10 a.m. Plus, we do live fight chats, every fight permitting. We do Sunday, the recap show where you eat your crow. You know, Thursday where you get to predict. And you get a double show on Thursday, morning and afternoon. Friday, obviously, you get a morning show. And if you're on Patreon, you're getting even more exclusive podcasts. Don't forget to head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and check out yesterday's episode of Untitled, where we discuss whether or not Manny Pacquiao's win over Keith Thurman would have been bigger had that name been Terrence Crawford. So, would we have been giving Manny Pacquiao more credit right now today if he defeated Terrence Crawford instead of Keith Thurman Saturday night? That was our show main topic for Untitled on patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. You could get in as little as $3, gets you access to all our never heard, never seen before podcasts only on Patreon. We touched on a couple of other topics as well. Oh, yeah. What is the most dangerous and ruthless crime syndicate out there?
Oh, yeah.
Is it the Bloods and Crips, Aryan Nation or white boy biker gangs? What was the other ones?
The U.S. government.
Well, the U.S. government was a piggyback from TMG. The main four, it was Brandon's. I'll pull it up. I will pull it
I know, man. We talked a lot about a lot of shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Little Pacquiao, Thurman, about TV shows that we're currently watching, um, movies like we always do about movie trailers.
Yes. We talked about all the new Marvel stuff
Yep.
dropping. Shout out to Marvel. So happy. But I'm actually not happy, right? Because that means that it's going to be that Marvel app you were telling me about.
Yeah, the one Disney's about to come out with. You know what I'm saying? They pulling all that shit from Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And coming up with their own Marvel like streaming app. And I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a Disney streaming app that's just gonna have like a Marvel section, because I'm pretty sure like whenever they unveil the Disney app, it's gonna be something that has everything. You know what I'm saying? Because they Disney got sports, they got Marvel, they got fucking cartoons, they got everything.
Yeah, that sucks. Now I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
get
yeah, it
another
does,
app.
man. Like, just because we ain't got cable no more, don't mean that these goddamn prices don't go down.
I
Cause
know, because you're gonna have to just keep buying everything to watch everything, which
hopefully, Disney looks at ESPN Plus and they do it similar to what they're doing for $4.99.
I'm so.
That would be
I don't know.
excellent.
I mean, with all the rollout anyway, I ain't mad. But all right, I found it. He says, what's the most violent and brutal organized crime group? The Mexican drug cartels, Italian mafia, Russian mafia, American biker gangs, or black street gangs like Bloods and Crips. So that was just one of the many topics. Obviously, we discuss whatever it is our audience wants, right? We put out a post the day before. You guys put your topics in, questions, and we do our best to answer them. I'm gonna go to, looks like we got Joshua. Oh, actually, no, we got Ringer in Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me real.
Yo, Mr. PBC, what's the deal?
It's Mr. PBC. Hey, I'm gonna have to make some controversial topics happen right now. So if you talk about a knockdown and someone getting back up, you're gonna have to talk about Dillian White. And I think the same fight will be the same fight with Keith Thurman, because he got back up, he was still pushing him back. And you gotta talk about PEDs. You gotta talk about Big Baby Miller, somebody who was looking extraordinarily good. It's like Manny Pacquiao. I still think Manny Pacquiao's still taking PEDs. He just knows how to get away with it. Floyd Mayweather made him test all the way through the fight. Keith Thurman was too cocky. He should have done what Floyd Mayweather did. That's my call.
Dominic, thanks for calling in. Sounds like he's already at work. I hit a ladder. Shout out to you. We got JD on the boomerang. Talk to me.
Yo, I forgot to give all props to Manny Pacquiao, because I remember saying PD or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you beat Keith Thurman, listen, all props to you. And that fight, even though I had Keith Thurman winning, I still got to give Manny Pacquiao props for surviving. Because like you said, he was taking right hands, left hands. He was taking all that and eating them hoes. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he not falling? Why is he not at least hurt? So, again, I got to say, shout out to him. PEDs or not, fuck it. Shout out to him, because I said it before the fight, right? All props to Manny Pacquiao. And Liz Lowe, shout out to you, my guy. Even though you got to go back and watch the fight, shout out to you, dog. Like, I love, if it's no other caller that I like, it's got to be goddamn Liz Lowe. And shout out to whoever gave him the ringer.
Baldy.
And I'm out.
All right. Thanks for calling in, as always. Let me get to Cincinnati. Talk to me, Brandon.
What's good, Ness? Can you hear me? I'm in my truck and shit, bro.
Yes.
Oh, cool. What's going on, TBV family? You know, I think guys are just gonna hate the hate, man. At the end of the day, Pacquiao ain't never tested positive. We can speculate all we want. You know, he did start off at 115 in his career, moved all the way up to 154.
Nah, he started 106.
Put on 106. Damn, even lower. Granny 116
Hey,
at
who
the
was
time.
this?
But the move up.
That's Brandon. Brandon can. I mean, he probably can't pull over though. He's on the truck.
No. He fine. I'm asking a question. Do you think a new way could move from 112 by the end of his career be at 147?
That's a good question, man.
How tall is he?
How tall is he?
I don't think so. That sounds crazy.
Shit, think about Pacquiao. Ain't shit. I don't know.
Shit. You should have at least Googled how tall he is before you used him as an analogy. What the fuck?
I mean, if Pacquiao did it, he could do it because he didn't even start off at 116. Has he started off any lower than where he's at 118? I think this is where he's started his career off.
112, 115, 118.
Yeah, but that's different than starting at 106.
That's why I asked him, could he start off at 112 and end up at 147 by the end of his career?
Yo, somebody said Inoue would get slept by Rigo at 122. I doubt it. After watching Rigo last fight, I'm off that Rigo type train.
He ain't getting slept by nobody. I'm telling you. I think Inoue can maybe make it to 126, but he's 5'5".
But Bradley was 5'8" as a welterweight. Short.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, we can't. If the guy never tested positive. Okay, yeah, but if the guy never tested positive, we gotta just give him the benefit of the doubt at the end of the day, because we can't pick and choose. I mean, we got guys who have tested positive, like Canelo, but we don't bring up the fact that he tested positive every time he win. So we gotta be fair about this shit. And Age Money, man, I heard your little super chat. That was. I hear your challenge, man. Until you update your living quarters, your living arrangements, I ain't gonna pay you no mind, bro. You should have saved that $100 and upgraded your home, bro. But shout out to TBV. That's my call. Age Money, get you some grass in that backyard, clear.
Yo, why you taking shots at the backyard, bruh? For real. And I'm smiling because I swear to God, having grass in the backyard does feel magnificent. I swear that's like one of my, I think, biggest accomplishments at this point. Outside of like my son and children, yo, I don't know. It's something about having that nice green grass, man. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Let me see who we got. Hurricane Ray in Miami. He ain't got to worry about green grass, man. It's so sunny and rainy at the same time that they get beautiful green out there. What up, champ? Morning. Hurricane Ray,
what's up? Y'all all right down there in Florida?
Maybe he's listening at work because he hasn't unmuted. You got to unmute your cell phone, champ. I mean, he knew how to use it yesterday, so he's definitely busy at work. So that's it. We are out. Catch us on the next one. Yeah, I'm sure there will be one because we love, doing this over here. Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Let me see. I got a super chat that we need to get to.
LB never been no Pacquiao Thurman for one rematch. Oh, okay, damn.
What?
LB said there would have been no Pac Thurman if Floyd wanted the rematch.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's a whole nother show. I was just saving it. I'm trying to give the people what they want. But where are we? We are at...
Yes, everybody. We're almost to that 110,000 subscriber mark. Couple more thousand to go. So tell a friend about the Boxing Voice so we can make this podcast bigger and bigger. And if you're listening and not yet to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and quit playing yourself, man. Quit playing yourself from all this boxing content that you're gonna get. You're gonna get some more this week coming with Hooker and Ramirez. That's the next big fight that we have on the docket. A lot more coverage for that. A lot more coverage for Tank Davis, Javante. He's back in the ring in Baltimore this weekend. A lot more things going on, man. So if you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and tell a friend to tell a friend. And hit that thumbs up button. 427 watching. I need 427 thumbs up. Make it happen.
Yes, sir. Super chats coming in. Obviously, H Money with the money challenge. I got the most money in TBV. Ness and Deontay Wilder take over the UK. Brandon Maurice, Mr. PBC, Jordan Baker, match me you bums. Got Jemmy coming back with H Money, the new super chat king with the most money. Everyone is on PEDs. Joseph, Big Supermax, bruh. Shannon also said Manny was still with Top Rank. He did say that. He said, let's see who they match him with.
He got to call Bob Arum, man. He's still with Top. I said, man, that's what the guy, boy.
And they giving that dude probably over $250,000 over there, right?
Just send us a check, you know what I'm saying? We'll be a academic correspondent, you know what I'm saying? Let's come in that bitch and tell you everything you need to know. It's a small check. I be hating when I send these fucking breakfast clubs.
Not just as me and Mike, because you do hella research.
I know, but I'll be your fucking earpiece, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I'll just be your earpiece. But yeah, man, like if these platform needs and are going to start talking boxing, just have somebody knowledgeable in that motherfucker, man. Like Marcus Villegas, man, call that motherfucker up or something. Like do something.
Yo, breaking news. Rafael Ramirez signs to TMG Promotions. Who's Rafael Ramirez? What weight he at?
I thought that was a real fighter for us.
What weight he at? What weight? He is a real fighter. He a Border Wars fighter. Fall back,
No, I'm not saying it like that.
Oh, now he got wheelchair smoke and he busy all of a sudden.
What?
Ooh, yeah, you see how I slid that in there?
What we talking about?
You know we got two people like waiting for you to sign up.
Let them niggas fight each other, bro. I got some issues going on that are almost really back to normal, but yeah, we'll get there.
God is good, man. We all gonna get there together, man. I'm telling y'all, we need to get that Patreon to 100%. Don't forget to sign up. You're gonna get a Film Study Tuesday today on Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao.
Let's go, Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Yes, we're going to be reviewing that fight in Manny Pacquiao fashion as he's coming off his biggest win in the later half of his career.
I watched Jeff Horn and Terrence Crawford last night, by the way. Yeah, man. Terrence,
this dude's obsessed.
I ain't gonna lie. The first couple of rounds, Terrence was having a little bit of trouble. Like Jeff caught him with a motherfucking knife right hand on the ropes. I said, God damn.
He said he watched Terrence Crawford, Jeff Horn before he went to sleep. H Money with the super chat. Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez on Dazn. Winner will fight Mikey Garcia. Oh
yes.
My God, H
I
Money.
believe it. H Money, bro. You right, bro. The last 30 seconds of that interview, Eddie said he asked him was he working with Mikey Garcia and what's the plans with him. Eddie said we're definitely gonna be working with him. If not this fight, then definitely his next fight. So I think Eddie trying to secure the Hooker fight for him on the zone. You know what I'm saying? Might be a one-off. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't expect Mikey to sign a big contract, but might be a 2 or 3 fight deal. Who knows what kind of people that Eddie could have for him over there at the 140 division on the zone.
Nothing big though. You smell me? Nothing big though. Yo, super chat from H Money. I'm NE $sign Jr. H Money with the super chat again. Devin Haney is the next Floyd Mayweather. Dame G, turn the clock. 1 Bonds, 2 Sosa, 3 McGuire, 4 Manny. J-Bird 904. Wilder in the UK. Come on, man. Wilder's for the American boxing fans. Let me refresh. Make sure we ain't leaving no soldier behind.
I was going to say something about the fucking... damn, what was I just talking about?
All right, here we go. So we will be back. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You get that notification every time we do go live. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace.